Next speaker will be Dr. Zara Chimmatnwala. Topic is DMIT and its benefits in today's world. Founder of Wellness Vision, conducting educational and healing workshops on mind power techniques, DMIT, power of thoughts, creative visualization, aura and chakra healing, and radionics. She has conducted several national and international workshops across India, Dubai, Melbourne, Australia, and Colombo, Sri Lanka. Ma'am, I request you to come on the dais.
Good evening, all. I think the energy seems very less. You all seem tired. So should I continue or should we say good night? Are you sure? Okay, so first, since morning we've heard a lot about quantum energy. We've heard all about spirituality. Basically, yes, I am professionally a homeopath, doing spirituality and quantum energy medicine since the past 20 years. Started when I healed my own self. I used to be taking 5 to 6 painkillers per day. And then finally, I just, through the art of visualization, which I didn't know at that time, that there was something like that, I healed myself, and it's been 2 decades since I am on absolutely no medicines. I don't know what pain is anymore. My forte and strength actually is creative visualization, science of spirituality, through thoughts, emotions, chakras. But today I'm going to go on a very different subject, which is completely different from what you have heard since morning. Oh, I'm not coming. I mean, even this is not allowing me to speak. I don't know what to do. Only that much of me, Patrick? Thank you. So, okay, the subject is the dermatoglyphics multiple intelligence test. Oh, thank you. This is down and this is up, right?
This is forward.
Forward, this is backward, yeah. So, okay, dermatoglyphics is not something very, very new. It is a very old science to study of fingerprints. I'm sure you all know that. I'm not going to go into that because that's not what I want to talk about today. I'm going to talk about something like this question. Do you all have this question in you? So if I ask you, you all will say, I'm a spiritual healer. Patrick will say, okay, I'm doing the brain tap and so many things. And Ajit Saxena has something to say. Ma'am, she has something else to say. So each one of us are what we know, what we are showing over here. But still the question arises, who am I? So are we ready to explore, discover ourselves? I would like you all to check your fingers and see where you all fall. These are the 3 basic patterns. So we have the loops, the whorls, and the arches. Now, just to tell you, your thumbs, now just before we continue, let me tell you, it has been identified and researched. Yes, there is a controversy by the Indian Psychological Society that probably dermatoglyphics is not very scientific, but it is a researched, absolute research test. And I've been doing it since 2013. And let me tell you, in the aptitude test, in the psychometric test, you are given a questionnaire where you have to give answers to the questions you are asked. But here I give you the answers of who you are and what you are, your personality. So now, your thumbs. So this is the map of your brain. Your 5 fingers, tips, only the tips. So the right is your left brain, left is your right brain. Okay? The thumbs denote your inter and your intrapersonal. Your index finger is your logic, and the other is the idea visual formation, 3D. The middle finger is the kinesthetics, the fine motors and gross motors. The ring finger, the left and right, gives the logic, the emotional and the language skills. And the little finger gives the observation and the visuals. Now, each one of us have these three basic patterns, the loops, the whirls, and the arches. Which pattern is on which finger, we are able to identify your personality, who you are and what you are. Okay? So, the people with the loop pattern, again I'm telling you, you may have all the three patterns on your 10 fingers. I do have. Some go into all loops, some go into all whirls, some go into all arches. But just to basically give you the idea, these are the average energy. The whirls are the high energy, and this is the unlimited potential. The reason is why it's unlimited, because what goes, it just comes and goes. It's a wave. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes, and nothing is retained. So by this and the whirls, identifying the whirl pattern, especially on the logic, we are able to understand why the person is able to take time to understand. Because to go right inside, it takes time. But once it goes inside, it doesn't even come out. The loop pattern, it goes, it may stay, and these are the adaptable people. Okay? So you can have all 10 patterns the same, different patterns, and that way the whole report is analyzed. We have 4 types of personalities. The eagle is dominant, owl is compliant, dove is a steady, and peacock is the influential. Now, it's not just the personalities which are over here. What I have identified, let me tell you what I was learned in the DMIT counseling. It's far, far, far beyond than what you can read. The past years of experience, probably my medical knowledge and the quantum energy spiritual knowledge has made me understand and learn, and a little bit of intuitiveness has made me understand the report much more deeper. So you could be the eagle. Now, your personality is seen on what is on your thumb. If you have the whirl personality, you can come into the eagle. The loop will be the dove. The owl can be the eagle or the peacock, because in the whirl also there are some sub-patterns, so depending upon that. And the arches can also be the peacock and they come into the owl also, yeah. So, but that's not enough. The personality along with the acquiring style. So I have seen a lot of cases where the personality is eagle, but the acquiring style is not cognitive. It's affective. So that person will be strong, but certainly will need motivation. Similarly, a dove personality is peaceful. Dove is peace. But if he's 70 to 80% cognitive, that person will not accept anything very easily, in spite of the fact he's peaceful. So it's not just understanding the personality, you've got to correlate it with the acquiring style. And that's what DMIT really talks about, your complete inborn talents, strengths, weaknesses. How do I relate this to my work? You see, I used to take workshops on the subconscious mind programming. It became very easy for me when I understood the personality, when I understood the acquiring style, and when I understood the learning style. It was easy for me to go through the person, how to train him into what he should program in the subconscious mind. So of course that also entails the vision board, the visualization, the affirmations, and there is a complete technique to actually manifest things. That's a different story. We have all been talking and hearing that since morning, but we come on a completely different subject of to know who I am actually. So besides this, oh, where did it go? Okay. So this is it, the dove. Okay. So here we have the influential, the peacock influential, enthusiasm, friendly and optimistic. They are the outgoing people. The eagle will be the dominant, result-oriented, direct and competitive. The owl will be a compliant, so accurate, cautious, contemplative, and dove is steadiness, sincerity, and modest, patient. It gives me a wonderful insight as to which person, which personality along with the acquiring style can go into depressions. So here also sometimes it is very easy medically to be able to help those cases who are in depressions, who have OCDs, who can go into drug addictions. This really, really gives a very clear picture. I mean, at times, even before it happens, I know which personality, because peacock personality are the kind of people who really are very, very passionate about anything they do. So I had this wonderful case of a girl. She was actually not just a good chess player, grandmaster, which means the best. And it really made me think twice when I saw in her report, logic less, ideas less. Activities are given which you should be doing. Chess was the least, and I was wondering, how the hell do I explain this report? What I realized, because I asked her, were you always good in chess? She said, no, my friends went into it, so I just got into it. Which made me understand a peacock personality, whatever he or she is put into, a peacock always wants to be the center of attraction. Wouldn't like to be second best. So will work over passionately to reach even beyond their capacity. But one failure, and they're the first ones to go into drug addictions, they take failures very difficult and very, very difficult to come out of also. This is the main page for my brain manual. Brain manual we call it because you're born with a manual. Just as when we buy our electronics, you have a manual, the DMIT is basically a brain manual for you. So over here on the top, you have the inter and the intra-personality. Now, depending upon this, I'm able to correlate if the person has got logic less, over here it's only 6.9, and 7.6 emotional. If the emotions were even a little more, this person would have thought more with the heart than with the head. The inter-intra are good, there's no problem. The fine motors are not bad. Language skills are very good. Observation is good. Now, it's extremely easy to find the right career for this person. So with the logic less, but the fine motor is good, visual and all, the observation also good, ideas not too bad, you could put this person into some kind of designing. So fine motors are basically your fingers and body grace. Gross motors is actual body, the outdoor activities. The visual observation identification also goes into nature lover. Now, so many times I've found people with very good language skills, but the reading and observation is poor. Now, if you're not reading and you have got language skills which are good, how the hell are you going to speak or be a good speaker? You need your vocabulary, so we put that person, please start reading. So initially, I started the MIT only for children because learning style, which will come on the next slide, is very clearly known. Whether you're an auditory learner, visual learner, kinesthetic learner, whether you should write and learn, whether you should walk and learn, whether you should study loudly or whatever. And that's very important because when you study as per your study style, even today, I need to take notes. A person on the logic, on the index finger, if has arches like I have, it's not a question of poor memory, it's a question of learning everything 2 to 3 times. So there's nothing as poor memory, there's nothing as a learning disorder, even dyslexia, I have been able to identify how to groom and guide that person to grow. Because this child, 9th standard boy, he was a dyslexic. Auditory was his learning style, so whatever he heard, he picked up. In his ideas, there's also something called a reverse pattern. So reverse pattern are people who are out-of-box thinkers. They think differently, and that was on his ideas. Now this boy, auditory learning high, ideas are reverse, so he thinks differently. So what he heard, auditory was hearing. So when he heard something like furniture, his idea was ch, because he heard ch. So he used to spell as F-U-R, not F-U-R-N-I-T-U-R-E, but F-U-R-N-C-H. So this child was only told, you have no option but to learn the spellings by heart. Many solutions can be given if it is understood what is over here in your report. This is a fantastic page where the whole neuron distribution is given, and I can give a complete picture of how and what you are, how you can go about. You have poor interpersonal skills and you are in the marketing, I would say, sorry, you better keep a marketing guy. Your logic is less and you're very passionate, which I did tell a school principal. I said, sir, your school has come up because of you, only because of your passion, not your ideas. His ideas were weak and his logic is weak. So you can groom a person to the highest potential because this gives you inborn talents and strengths. So I'm not asking you to compare yourself. I would never ask myself, can I be as good as Patrick? I wouldn't want to because I am different. Yeah, as per quantum, we are all energy. But the belief systems, our perceptions, what we are, makes us different. So I, with my karmic journey, everything on the spiritual, etc. level, I am me and he is, technology is not very comfortable for me. But that's a promise to myself that because of knowing my weaknesses or challenges, which is something which I find more important and always a case, I get better in that. My strengths are my strengths. My strength is my speaking, my communication, which I use to my benefit. But what was wrong or what was giving me a problem was because on my logic and idea, I had that arches, which is coming, going, no sustenance. So I used to always all the time wanting to do something new. So there's no sustenance, there's no focus, and you're just going from one thing to the other. So I actually got focused in the past 6 years. Now the very important thing with the people with arches and logic and this, I please tell them, please start meditating, because when you meditate, your thoughts get focused. People with arches on ideas, I ask them, please keep a diary and write down, because you get the brilliant idea and probably next morning you don't remember it. It's gone, replaced with something new. So it does, your fingerprints speak a lot about you. It has to be identified which fingerprint comes on where and what is the best suited for you. So career options, etc., I don't even have to ask. I just, after analyzing this, just taking the name, age, etc. down, I give the career options. Of course, it's the expertise of the counselor there to be able to, because there are some options, multiple options given. So anyone with language skills, speaking, marketing, etc. is given. It then depends upon the counselor and the person who reads the report to give the right report. So this is what I was talking about, the learning style. You can be an auditory learner, kinesthetic learner, visual learner. In kinesthetic also, if it is high energy pattern and you have your gross motor is high, please do not ever sit. Those are the people who cannot sit. Those who sit are the ones who start getting stagnated. You lose your concentration, you get irritated, etc. If your fine motors are good, make sure you write. There are people who have all three, so they are the ones whom I say, please do blackboard study. So in this way, it's very clear. So this is one of the very, very good important facts for children especially. Parents need to understand children, and DMIT is done right from age 3 or 3.5 onwards, from the time the fingerprints are identifiable. The sooner, the better, because it's a fact, this will not change. But we have all seen since morning, this can change. But what has to be changed in this can be identified over here. It becomes easier for parents to groom the children and to get them right. So put them into group activities if they're interpersonal. If they're not very good in idea and decision, please put them into small decisions now. So you know you grow up to your 100%. Do not compare yourself with anybody else. Reach your 100% is what you should be aiming at. So multiple intelligence was got by Howard Gardner. He said, why should we only come up to with, when our aptitude test, and if your IQ is good, you go into science, engineering, doctor, etc. And he only based all the career options on IQ, EQ. So Howard Gardner said, you can take up your career option on your 8 multiple intelligence. If your interpersonal is high, you're a public speaker, you can take up those career options. Intrapersonal high, you can be an introvert, you can take up something as marketing, etc. Your linguistics are high, so anything regarding language skills. Your logic is high, so science, doctor, etc. if you're nature smart and nature lover, you can go into botany, biology, etc. If your body is smart, then you can go into any IAS, IPS, anything which is sports, etc. Musical intelligence, you can go into music, creative music, etc. So there are, of course, a lot of options which are given, which we can go into. So for me, if you ask, I got into DMIT just for the heck of it. Because at that point of time, as I said, anything new that came my way, I was very passionate to do it. But after getting my DMIT done, I've started getting myself focused only on anything which is relating to quantum energy, the science of thoughts, emotions, and visualization. Any amount of study on that is the only thing I do. You can try and sell me the moon. I will say, hey, wait, let me think whether it will be actually. Initially, you said, here's the moon, and I said, okay, where is it? Even if it's a crore and I have to take a loan, I will take it, but I'll want the moon. So those were the times when I realized, now when I look back, I have lost a lot of time and money being so passionate of doing just anything and everything that came my way. I did SE5. I remember the time when SE5, I had learnt about it from Sunny and Don Paris. And I was so passionate about SE5, I forced Rita into buying SE5. I did it for 2 years, after which I couldn't do it, and now it's with Rita. She only got it. So that's me. That was me. I would do something, want it badly, and after some time it was goodbye to it, ready for new. But now, no more. So yes, DMIT helps you get more focused, understand yourself better, reach your highest potential, make your changes where you need to make changes. It's good for anyone from age 3 onwards. For children, I would say it's a must. For adults also, because I have a lot of adults who have come to me, is there anything else we would like to do? And we want to know about that, and I can help them. And of course, stress levels, the other problems are also something which I have learned from the DMIT report, which I think that's all the knowledge which I've gained of quantum physics, spirituality, which also helps me in this. So who will benefit from DMIT? You, your friends, colleagues, couples facing relationship issues. Relationship issues are beautifully solved by this. Students from schools and colleges, and all corporates, any kind of corporates. So she's a gynec. I don't know if the audio will play, but it's okay. This was a case in Muscat, and she's a gynecologist. She was absolutely, they are not very keen on doing anything which is out of the ordinary, but she was actually absolutely shocked what I actually gave her. I asked her, I said, are you satisfied, and is it what you really think you are? She's saying, it's 100% what I actually am. And besides her name, I asked her nothing. I give every single thing to you, discuss it with you, give you the options, give you the solutions. For the youth who are going to college, we decide on the goal, the vision board, visualization, which Patrick is so good at, and it's one of my fortes also. I do the quad-cutting emotional release, which I am so happy Patrick has it on his brain tap. So yes, it's not just me with quantum energy. DMIT has helped me a lot in a lot of my other work, which I do, helps me understand the person whom I am taking for healing or training in a much better way. It makes it easy for me. So thank you so much. Yeah, so if it just takes 5 minutes to do the fingerprint scanning, 5 minutes for the analysis, and just about half an hour to 40 minutes for the counseling and the report. That's the only thing, and it's always a one-to-one. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Zara.